This is Stephanie at Hightower Stitching. Today's video is a circle of circles equals a wreath, and it's related to free motion quilting. One of my favorite ways to keep up with different motifs for quilting is to use my sketchbooks, and you've heard me talk about those before. And in the sketchbooks, I put the patterns, and then when I see one that I want to go back and do, I put a little box by it to remind me, and then I have a post-it where I list the things that I want to work on because all my pages are numbered. And this time when I looked, there was this row of circles, and I said, oh, nothing to that. Let's see what I can do with a row of circles. So then I started to get ready to practice these easy circles. And I did all my practice on white, which you can't see. So I've started again, and that's good practice for me. And I've already made one row. I sort of went straight, and then I made a swirly line. And so let me show you. You got to, like the other patterns, you have to get the rhythm. And first of all, I started with a speed that was a little bit slower, just to get the rhythm of around. And then I got a little faster, around. And one of the things is that when you can't go very far, like 3 or 4 circles, and then you need to reposition your hands because you lose control of those circles going around. And you can go around, and then you can do different sizes when you're doing practice. You're just going around, getting the feel of it. I made a curvy line because we're going to use a curvy line in a minute. And you can see with white on color, you can really tell when you get your rhythm off. And plus I'm talking at the same time, which is kind of throws me off and around. But you get the point. And then go all the way to the end. So I thought, well, what could I do with a line of circles? And I said, well, I'll turn them into a wreath. So I took and I went all the way around. I said, well, that's okay. Now what else can I do with it? So I got ready to start, and I said, what about some flowers? And I was going to put those in the wreath. So I just went drop down and get the other one. And go up. And again, if you don't move your hands, you're going to not be able to control how your flowers look, but you get the idea as we go around. And you're starting to see some spaces, and you have to start thinking about what can I put in those spaces. Well, I can either echo around again, or I could put some leaves in there that sort of hold on to those flowers. And you can do that at any time. Oh, that's a terrible leaf flower. But now I'm just going to echo back. And I can echo back. And you start to build your wreath, and then you get in the middle, and you can fill it with some circles and some flowers around those circles. And if you're doing it with color on color, the same color, it looks really nice when you get finished. And here's the sample one that I started with, and this one didn't have to have any echoing, and you can see I still had some more fill to do in the middle, but this is one of the samples that I save. And then when I move over to the next side, I did it again. And this time I put some little arms that are holding on to them, you know, and just made the circle with almost a clam-like figure, and then did the same thing on the inside, and that's fun. So now I'm glad you can see that. And then I want to show you the last one I just finished. It was just silly. Here again, it started with that same circle and went around and echoed and then put the little arms up to hold on to it so you could do it. You can see I have another little piece here in the middle. So the sketching and the practice, they all pay off. This is Stephanie at Hightower Stitching. Feel free to make comments. I like comments, and to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.